Hi, I'm Maria Serrao.
I'm Liz Brown Swanson.
Don't forget to watch us on Studio RPV.
That's on RPV TV.
RPV TV presents Studio RPV, the Peninsula's local news show with co-hosts Maria Serrao and Liz Brown Swanson.
Hello, and thanks for joining us today on Studio RPV. I'm Maria Serrao.
And I'm Liz Brown Swanson. It is March. Happy springtime. Happy birthday to me.
Yes, the month of March is Liz's birthday month. And by the way, we're both representing RPV colors today.
Got it going on.
I love it.
Yes, we love to represent. Now, I love this time of year. Getting ready for spring, everything's green, and lots to celebrate, including
a big show today.
Yes, we're going to have a whale of a time.
A whale of a show, yes, because Whale of a Day is going to be next month. And we're going to tell you everything there is to know about Whale of a Day, one of our very favorite events, and it's a big anniversary this year.
It is.
40 years.
That's unbelievable. 40 years. I don't remember the first one. I didn't move here till 1992, but taking my kids when they were little. But, with our community television work we do, Maria, we've been to,
many Whales of a Days.
Many. And they get bigger and better every time.
They do. And this one's going to be especially amazing. And we have one of our helpers that's coming today to tell us all about Whale of a Day.
Yes.
So she'll be coming along.
Going to fill us in all, because there's going to be an extra special year with lots of extra things going on that you're not going to want to miss that day on April 12th. So mark your calendars. The thing about which is so amazing, you got to realize that the Whale of a Day is held at the Point Vicente Interpretive Center. Right. It's co-sponsored by our city, by the way, and the Los Serranos de Point Vicente docents. They're out there educating the community, at the Interpretive Center Museum about the whales. And then in the back patio, there's the most incredible project that's been going on also.
For many years.
For about 40 years now. Yes, it's the Gray Whale Census Project. And, we're out there, you never know what you're going to see every day. They're out there tracking the whales. It's like the longest running citizen science volunteer project, because they're all volunteers.
They're so dedicated. They love going out there every single day, looking at the whales. I'm sure it's very relaxing to be out there, and a lot of retired people, they love spending, who wouldn't love spending their day looking out to the beautiful Pacific?
And the thing is, you're out there, you're sitting on the back patio of the Interpretive Center. You never know what you're going to see. Not just are they looking at whales, but all kinds of species. You see dolphins, birds. It goes on and on and on. The woman that founded the project, her name's Alisa Schulman-Janiger. She was a teacher.
She's a legend.
She is a legend. And she, whales are her family. She loves the whale. I asked her if anyone else in her family tracks the whales like she does. She's been doing this. Like I said, she founded the project back in 1984 for the LA chapter of the American Cetacean Society. And she was just honored, which she has been honored many times for all her incredible work, by our city council.
Which is so nice. And you also said she's involved in another killer whale project?
She tracks the gray whales, but she's also tracking killer whales and she photographs them whenever she can. She's out there. She's been doing that as well. We're going to tell you a little bit more about that later on. But I did catch up with her. We are in peak whale watch season, which begins in December. And it goes through the end of April, tracking the whales as they come and go from Alaska down to the warm waters of Mexico.
Now, how many whales have you seen?
I have spotted dozens of whales.
Wow.
Takes patience. I mean, when I say spouting, and the only time I've ever seen breaching whales wasn't off the Palos Verdes coastline. I was in Hawaii.
Ah.
It was like watching fireworks. They were breaching off.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so exciting when you actually see a whale breach.
Yes. And I love Alisa, who we're going to meet up with in a minute. We're going to share. We went and interviewed her as she was out there counting whales as whales were coming by, not waving to us, but they definitely, they knew we were there. They knew we were looking for them, but she's just amazing about the tricks of the trade and how you can spot them and what you look for. And so should we catch up with Alisa?
A lot over the years, so let's catch up with Alisa.
Hi, I'm Alisa Schulman-Janiger. I'm the director and coordinator of the American Cetacean Society Los Angeles chapter, Gray Whale Census and Behavior Project. I founded our full season census back January 1st, 1984, and this is our 41st season, almost all of them here from Point Vicente Interpretive Center. This season is an extremely low count season. In the 41 years, it is by far the lowest southbound numbers we've ever seen. Last year was the lowest at 225 southbound grays. We're at 112 this season. And our highest was 1902, which was 10 years ago, actually. So we think it's a matter of several things factoring in. One is the gray whale unusual mortality event of 2019 to 2023, when the population we think dropped from about 28,000 down to 14,500. And it's since recovered a bit, but still isn't doing great. So also the gray whales migrated very late this year. When they migrate late, they tend to hit Point Conception and then do a shortcut through the Channel Islands, which means they're going to travel offshore our area, which means we're not going to be able to see them. We have reported 3 whales coming up the coast right now, we should be able to see them pretty soon, just within a couple miles of shore. So we're very excited about that, and that would be our first gray whales for today. That's what I'm excited about right now, is keep watching the ocean, waiting for blows to come around the corner of the Point Vicente Lighthouse and come into our field of view. Our project is one of the longest running citizen science projects. It's all staffed by trained citizen scientists from all walks of life in teams of 4 to 6 people typically. We watch from sunrise to sunset from December 1st all the way to May 25th. And it is a full season census right here from the back patio of the Point Vicente Interpretive Center. We actually started in the late 1970s in Marineland at the Pacific, which was located at Long Point, about half a mile south of here, which was closed February 11th, 87, when we were actually conducting our Gray Whale census there. And we started with just a small number of people and watching for a couple of weeks the first year, a couple of months the next year, a few more months the following year. But we weren't looking, it wasn't a setup for the full season or for a full day. It was Marineland volunteers who would come in and watch when they can. Now we have a dedicated team. We're looking for calves. We're looking for other species. We've seen 20 different types of species at least from here, including sperm whales just a couple weeks ago, potentially pilot whales, false killer whales, which we've seen in years past. This year we've seen minke, fin whale, humpback, white-sided dolphin this morning, Pacific white-sided dolphin, common dolphin, bottlenose. So again, about 20 different species. And we just had a blow right now, so we're going to go take a look and see if we can see these whales coming around the corner. Yay!
Yeah, let's do it. And it's right at okay.
Oh, I see them. Wait, I thought I saw a blow about 6 mil or 7 mil. Well, we're so excited. Here's our educational whiteboard, and we actually got to put on some gray whales today. We just had a trio that came just outside of half a mile offshore. A little bit tough to spot, little bouncy seas out there with the glare, but we were able to track them. One of them fluked. So we've got 3 gray whales today, which brings us almost up to 100 northbound grays. I've had a lot of really exciting whale watching days here. We had an incredible week back in 1987. In 8 days, we saw 829 gray whales. On March 11th, several years ago, we saw 111 grays, and it looked like popcorn. There were whales blowing everywhere. It was so exciting. We've seen sperm whales out here. One of the first whales I ever saw was a sperm whale breaching off Point Furman. I've seen blue whales, as many as 40 different blue whales on one day. Seen fin whales, a couple dozen fin whales on a day. Killer whales for me is always super exciting. See them almost every year. And so many different things. You never know. Every day is different. You never know what you're going to see. The day you decide not to come might be the day there's a whale that breaches 5 times and you hear all about it from everybody else. Saturday we had a whale that spy hopped that came all the way up out of the water, over like half the body out of the water, and went back down just to the side of the cliff. So that's really exciting. So I'm really looking forward to seeing moms and calves, since this is the first year we haven't seen any calves. So I'm looking forward to seeing some really robust babies and their moms come next month. April is the very best month to see cow-calf pairs here. Please, everybody, when you come visit, we welcome the public to come, and you should bring binoculars, because you'll be really frustrated when we say about where to look and you can't see them because you don't have binoculars. So if you can, bring binoculars. We'll point out to you where to look. The fence posts are marked with numbers to help us be able to educate the public, and you can help us spot and track the whales and be a citizen science, contribute to a big science effort for the longest running science-based gray whale project in the world. It does take a village, and so greatly appreciated, and that was a huge surprise with a big honor from the mayor, big plaque, and thank you for 4 decades of volunteer contribution. I'm a marine biologist, I'm a scientist, heading this project, but I don't get paid for any of this. It's all a love affair with the whales and wanting to learn more about them and educate people. So it's been a really fun 40 years, and hope to be around for decades more and keep this going on.
You know, it's always so fun to catch up with Alisa because she knows so much information about the whales. She could go on forever. I love listening to her.
She's unbelievable. She's seen thousands and thousands of whales, giving countless hours. So again, thank you to her for all her volunteering. What she does for us to learn about the whales is amazing. She did say there's 2 whales she has not ever seen, and she wants to see them in the Pacific waters, which is the right whale
and what's
the
that?
beaked whale. And she also wants everyone to know that as well as she's counting the gray whales, she's involved with the California Killer Whale Project.org. Check it out. They all want volunteers to help with both that and the Gray Whale Census. So
wait, the 2 whales she's never seen are which ones?
I think it's called the right whale and the beaked whale. So I've never seen them. So I don't know. I can't tell you.
I thought you were going to say the right whale and the left whale.
No, there you go. That would be politically correct.
All right. Well, much more to come on Studio RPV, including our very, very special guest. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Will you be prepared when an earthquake hits? In Southern California, it's not a matter of if, but when an earthquake will happen. You may only have seconds to leave, so consider getting an emergency go bag like this one. Here you will find a 3-day supply of water and non-perishable food, light sticks, a first aid kit, an emergency tent and blanket. Other supplies you should have in your own go bag include a battery-operated radio, extra batteries, a charger, a flashlight, extra clothes, cash, medications, and any medical equipment you may need, such as hearing aids or reading glasses. It's also a great idea to keep shoes and a flashlight next to your bed in case an earthquake happens while you are sleeping. And for more information, you can always go to our website at rpvca.gov. We're always here to help, and remember, we are RPV together.
Welcome back to Studio RPV. It is so exciting to have in our studio with our Recreation and Parks Department, Lisa Welstead. Welcome back. This is not your first time here. We're so happy to have you here. She is the coordinator for Whale of a Day, and you are also a recreation program coordinator as well with our city. So thank you for all you do, and we're going to have a whale of a time because you know everything about Whale of a Day.
Yeah, we call you the whale guru here, right? You're the whale guru. Yeah. Also, you have been going to Whale of a Day longer than all of us, and we have proof, as you will see on the screen right now. This is Lisa. How old are you here?
About 5. Yeah, 5 years old.
What do you remember most from then?
You know, I definitely remember getting my face painted, and I just remember the grounds of the interpretive center.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty cool.
You've been attending almost as long because we're celebrating 40 years.
Yes.
You know, and one thing is it's all about traditions, right? Because you said face painting, that's just one of the many things that happens that day. But this year, you're going to be adding more too, right? Because it's exciting. The 40 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're celebrating 40 years of Whale of a Day this year. We were just kind of brainstorming how we can sort of like uphold all those fun traditions, but then kind of incorporate new things to celebrate. We have a lot of partners this year that we're really excited are going to kind of help us make Whale of a Day even better, starting with the YMCA. They're going to be helping us facilitate this community chalk mural. And as I was going through old photos of Whale of a Day, I actually pulled some up of chalk murals in the past. So that is something that we used to do about Whale of a Day. So we're going to invite kids to come and pick up chalk, and we're going to be filling in together and creating this beautiful mural of a whale.
How fun.
Kind of in the upper area. But like you said, we'll have face painting and crafts and games and all the fun stuff that you expect every year.
There's also music all the time.
Music. We're excited. We're going to have a reggae band this year, which might bring some cool coastal vibes.
Yeah.
And so they're going to be great. We always end with our bluegrass band. One of the musicians is one of the docents too. So that's really special. They've been coming for a long time.
I love how over the years, because it's evolved, and we were saying not only does it get bigger, it gets better. The way the Rec and Parks team really puts it together. And like you've moved the music, so you've got that like right there on the lawn where you see the ocean as well. It used to be tucked over in the parking lot. I love how you've changed that up, and you really always are improving it. But the music scene is all day long, and it does help get into the vibe of just being on our beautiful coastline. It doesn't get any better. That as we wait for the whales to come by.
Yeah, we think about that when we plan just how families can access all parts of it and just kind of flow throughout the day. One part is our vendor fair that everyone really looks forward to.
Love that.
Yeah, we require that the vendors sell marine-themed goods, coastal-themed goods. We're looking forward to partnering with a group called Dreamers Market this year, and they solely curate vendor fairs.
Wow.
So they're kind of taking that over for us, which is nice. And they're working really hard. They're recruiting all these amazing vendors. So they're going to come and put on this really polished, beautiful vendor fair for us. And hopefully that will actually bring a few more vendors. So you got to come ready to shop this year.
Money now.
We always are off shopping around that. And also we love to shop indoors because when you're at Whale of a Day, of course, you got to stop inside the Point Vicente Interpretive Center to go on tour of the museum and go in that gift shop.
We love that gift shop.
Talk about marine themed and Palos Verdes themed items. You can't go wrong there. Pick up your RPV Point Vicente hat there.
Yeah, jewelry, shirts, everything. Well, we have new shirts this year, yes?
We do. We have a lot of new items in the gift shop. The girls have been working really hard in there, and it's looking great. So even if you've been there a few times, come back by for sure because you'll notice a lot of new items in there.
And you have to also get your annual Whale of a Day T-shirt that students do the art. Is that right?
Yeah, students do the art.
Students do the art every year. I've got quite a collection going. In fact, I said to Maria, what are we going to wear today? I'm like, I could wear my Whale of a Day Save it for
Whale of a Day.
Save it for that. And of course, that the T-shirts are sold there, as well as there's a silent auction going on by the organization Los Serranos de Point Vicente. I don't know if we can speak to that because the city co-hosts with that amazing docent group, right? And they are out there also raising money at Whale of a Day.
Yeah, we co-host this event with Los Serranos. They are actually present at the Interpretive Center every day. If you come in, they're going to be there to give you a guided tour. They do so much more for the community too on a daily basis, and they help with the curation of the museum too. They're going to do an all raffle this year. So instead of a silent auction, they're going all raffle. They've got a great list of items. So if you're local, there's a lot of great things that you'll want to check out for families. Yeah, so that'll be happening in the same area, sort of just close to the entrance of the museum. So it definitely helps to support their cause too. So definitely check out the raffle.
Absolutely.
I was going to say some of the fun things to check out. You got to find the mermaid.
Yes.
I love
Mallory.
Yeah, Mallory.
Yeah, Mallory's coming.
What else? What are some of the fun things you like to see when you're at Whale of a Day?
There's so many things from the students bringing the animals on the back patio. The turtle's going to be there, I'm sure.
Hopefully.
Nomad's coming.
Kind of our unofficial mascot, right? So we'll see. Hopefully he's out for a walk that day.
Yeah. Nomad's like, I know this is about the gray whale, but it's also about celebrating tortoise and all animals out there.
Part of it.
Yeah. When we were talking earlier, Maria and I met up with Alisa Schulman-Janiger, who we've been honoring for what she does with the whale census. And while we were there, Nomad did come by.
Yes.
So, and saying hello. But the Nomad's owner said, we will be back for Whale of a Day.
That's right. Good. And then there's going to be tours at the lighthouse too, the grounds. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the lighthouse grounds will be open, which is really exciting. They'll have staff there that will be able to answer questions. They do have a museum there too as well that you'll be able to tour. They'll be open the whole day that we're open as well.
And speaking of enjoying the whole day, you've got beer and wine, you've got food trucks. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we've got food trucks. We have beer and wine sponsored by the Sunset Rotary Club. We'll have our kettle corn, our churro.
You just sold me. That's it. The kettle corn. I'm done.
We're excited to add shaved ice this year.
Ooh,
yes, that'll be really fun.
Yeah. So food trucks will be located in the same area they usually are, up in that main parking lot. Definitely trying to provide a variety of food so everybody's happy and full.
Who picks them out?
I do.
Okay.
Make your request.
Yes, exactly.
Can we say a yogurt truck?
Yes, I know. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, hopefully we're hoping for a sunny day, so hopefully that shaved ice will hit the spot.
And
absolutely.
One of my requests is every year when I'm with Maria, I have to make the whale hat.
Yes, that's a favorite thing to do.
That's official. I'm that Whale of a Day when I make a hat. There's so many great crafts, right?
There is.
For all ages, so I'm still making my whale hat, right? That's what you really cater to everybody.
Yeah. Another one of our partners this year who's sponsoring us is the Aquarium of the Pacific. So look out for their booth as well. They're going to be handing out binoculars that the kids can take and hopefully use to spot some whales on the coastline.
Now, how many whales have you seen?
You know, I've probably seen maybe about 5 since December. And we know that, you know, Whale of a Day is family fun and great, but it really all is to celebrate the migration of the Pacific gray whale that happens from December kind of to the end of May. And we plan Whale of a Day around this time because it usually is when you're seeing the most of the whales kind of coming by, and a good chance to see them with some of their babies, which I think is really fun.
Oh, yeah. I know in years past, they know when the moms and the babies are together, which is really fun too.
Yeah, that's always fun to see.
And if you really want to know anything about the whales, you can go to the whale wagon that Serrano's put there. They'll have great information. Again, the census takers are all there. They count out there rain or shine through the entire season. As we mentioned earlier, the season has been off this year as it was last year. There's not really any rhyme or reason. They can only kind of figure on different things, but the population overall, the whale count, the gray whales have really come back from what they used to be when the whales were down. So, and I think that, you know, we all have our tricks of trades, you know, just got to be patient, right? Trying to spot those whales.
Yeah.
Do you have any tricks?
Yes.
Patience and just getting outside, I guess. You just got to get outside and walk around. Yeah.
But inside, there's a new exhibit.
There is a new exhibit inside. The museum is just sort of always evolving and changing, and so you'll be able to go in there and learn a little bit more about the whales and that we see. Yeah.
What's it been like for you putting this event together this year?
You know, it's been definitely special because we're, we really want to celebrate the 40th. We talked a little bit about that chalk art mural. There are some other things that we're doing to celebrate the 40th also. One of which being an oral history booth. We thought it would be really fun to be able to collect people's experience of Whale of a Day throughout the years. So look out for that. You'll be able to kind of leave a little voicemail, a little voice recording, or, you know, if maybe it's your first time at Whale of a Day, kind of let us know what you're thinking, or maybe even leave your best impression of like a whale call on the voicemail. We'll listen to them all.
I love
and then we'll hope to use them in the future.
We mentioned the chalk art. I do have memories in the early years of going with my kids. And John Olguin, who's passed from San Pedro, a legend in the marine world for his work at Cabrillo, was there every year leading that chalk art. And it's so great to see that that's going to come back. One thing, since we're talking about a little bit about the logistics of the day, for the community that's going to come, because we get there are thousands of people that come visit. 10 to 4. Can I remind people on April 12th?
Right.
And to get there, how do you want people to get there?
Yes, the best thing to do is to park at our City Hall location and to take the shuttle back and forth. We'll have 4 shuttles that will run all day long. You can hop on the shuttle anytime. You can go back to your car if you need to go back to your car. We just really have limited on-site parking. So the best thing to do is to take that shuttle.
Yeah, come to the Kenditas Civic Center, park here, and just have a great day, you know?
And as the day goes on, 10 to 4 is the hours. The puppet show, will that be there?
Yes, we'll have puppet shows too. We'll have 2 throughout the day. We'll have a program. So when you come look for the program, we'll have a QR code too that you can scan so you can pull up to kind of let you know what's going on so you don't miss anything. Also for the 40th anniversary, we're going to add a whale trivia contest on the main stage. So we're looking forward to that as well.
There's going to be a lot to do, Liz.
I know.
And we're going to go live for an hour.
Yeah,
maybe so more. Fun. Yeah.
Now with the capability of going live,
right?
Really cool piece of equipment.
If you see us out there with the mics, just come on over and jump in. It's fun.
Like, you know, you're learning about the whales, but you also can learn about the city that day. You know, RPV TV, we have a booth there. The different committee and commission members are there educating on public safety, all kinds of things, right?
That's right. Yeah, we'll have a, if you have any questions during the event or, you know, you need help or anything, you can come to the RPV City booth. We'll be there. We'll have flyers about other things that are going on in the city as well. We'll have the EDCO truck, which is always fun. EDCO's always been one of our generous sponsors who makes the inflatables happen for us, which is really fun.
Oh, wow. They love that.
We'll also have Malaga Bank there as well this year too, who is also helping us put on the event.
Very nice. And the police and the fire are always there as well.
Yes, yeah. We always invite them and they're so generous to come out and give us their time, and hopefully they're able to stay and don't have to run off to any emergency happening.
And if you ever see the kids with the fire truck, it's so cute. They love climbing up inside and taking pictures. I love watching.
They love it.
It's really a spectacular community day.
It is.
We have the 4th of July, Whale of a Day, our signature big events in the city. What are you getting most excited about? I mean, you've been going since you were 5.
Yeah, I think I really just do love seeing the community come together for an all ages event like this. You don't always see that often, and it's so accessible, and it's not too big, but there's so much to do to keep you occupied all day long and to just have a really good time.
Yeah. And the coordination between you and the organization Los Serenos, this must be seamless by now. You've been doing this forever. They have their role in educating, and you're out there coordinating it all.
Yeah, it's definitely a partnership. It's kind of a well-oiled machine at this point. We do also have a lot of volunteers that come, and we're so grateful to them too. And if you're ever interested in volunteering, you can always reach out to us as well, because we can always use more.
I was going to ask you, how many people actually help on the day of?
Hundreds.
Ooh.
Yeah, hundreds.
Wow.
Yeah, and all Parks and Rec staff are there all day.
You guys do a
So,
great job.
Yeah.
So,
And the organization Los Serenos, they also still, I'm sure, do their junior docent program.
oh, yeah,
They
That's
do.
fabulous.
Junior docents will be there. We have a large junior docent group this year, so they'll be on the back patio doing some outreach and education as well.
I'm sure you're getting your kids ready to be junior docents. They can probably tell us all about the whales.
The whale trivia was actually suggested by my 11-year-old. So he was really excited, yeah.
Now, what about the guy who plays the banjo?
Yeah, he'll be there, Jordan Bush.
Jordan, yeah.
Which is, we love to have him. He was actually trained by the original banjo player from Whale of the Day. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Nothing like a sea shanty.
yeah. I love them.
Maria hums them at night.
You know what? I learned all about those at Well today. I'd never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. There's just nonstop entertainment that day, right?
Yes, there's always something to do everywhere you turn.
You just got to order up some nice weather.
Yes.
And speaking of that, this has evolved over the years. Back in the day, it was always held in March, but they've slowly moved it, which has been a good thing, because you're pretty much going to get a nice day. And the whales, they're heading north at this point for the most part.
Yeah, right.
We're looking for
Yeah.
the migration, that circle, which is...
And if it does look like it's going to be a rainy day that morning, we do have a rain date scheduled for the 26th, April 26th. You can always just call. You can go, we have a website.
Website is?
whaleofaday.com. You can find information there. Also a phone number. You can call the Rexon Park department, and we'll have a voicemail set up to let you know if it's on.
We're gonna keep the good vibes.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
sunny, beautiful day.
Yes, all day long.
Yes, we're ready. We are so ready to be out there.
Yeah,
Our favorite.
We love it. We love coming to Well of a Day. It's so much fun, and it's just always a great time. You run into people that you know, you haven't seen in a long time, which is just, like you said, a fun community event.
And you never know what you're going to see. That's the thing. Besides seeing your friends, family, a whale, a bird, a dolphin.
Yeah.
Our city council members are always there to support us.
Yeah, city council will be there.
Yeah.
And really, people from other communities come in too. I mean, we meet so many people from all over the South Bay. Or I think last year I met someone from Thousand Oaks that heard about the event and drove out.
Yeah, another thing you can do when you go to the Rec and Park booth is to fill out a survey, and we really rely on those. We also will capture where you're coming from. We get a lot of people that do drive hours to come to Whale of the Day every year. So please complete a survey if you have time, as it'll help us gauge what we're doing right, what we could do better, or what you want to see next year.
I'm sure your kids will be filling out the survey.
Yeah. Okay, here's what we want.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it down. What about the big whale? Is the big whale coming?
Yeah, from the Marine Aquarium, we'll have them out there.
That's so cool. Yeah. Always so much fun, so much to do, that's for sure. Right. So make sure that you meet us out there. It's Saturday, April the 12th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We will all be there. Lisa, thank you so much for being with us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us. I'm Maria Serrao.
I'm Liz Brown Swanson. We hope to see you at Whale of the Day.
We're going to have a whale of a time. See you next time.
Are you ready for the biggest event on the Hill? It's the 40th anniversary of the Whale of a Day celebration taking place at the Point Vicente Interpretive Center on April 12th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The annual marine-themed fair has fun and games for everyone to enjoy, including live music, puppet shows, food trucks, inflatables, shopping, beer and wine, and much more. There's free parking at the Ken Dida Civic Center with shuttles to and from the event. Plan to spend the whole day with us and get ready for a whale of a time. For more information, you can visit whaleofaday.com. Hope to see you there.